The first new feature we're going to explore here in Excel 2013 is a huge time saver. It's called Flash Fill, and it will help you to fill in empty cells in a spreadsheet based on patterns that already exist. To show you what I'm talking about, we'll work with this file named No Obstacle Sport Customer Database. Once you've opened it from the exercise files, we'll just zoom out to about 100% so we can see all of the columns in our spreadsheet. We have a first name and last name column. What we're missing is login information. This is the information our customers will use to access our website, let's say. So we'll just type in a heading here in cell G6, type in login, press enter, and we're ready to start creating the login credential. And let's say it's going to be a combination of their first name, last name, and some additional information. So for our first customer, we'll type in their first name, Evan. Let's use a period, dot, Santos, then the @ sign. We'll type in no-obstacles-inc.com. That's a bit of data to type in for every single customer. So when we press enter and it gets formatted automatically like an email address, that's perfect. We're on to the next one now. We have to repeat this for a couple hundred customers. Look what happens though when we start to type in the next first name, which is Micah, M-I. Well, it's automatically filling in the rest of the information for me in that cell. And if you look at subsequent rows down below, it's going to be filled in the exact same way if we hit enter. So let's do that. We press enter and there they are. We just saved a lot of time. Now there is a little icon that pops up here, the Flash Fill Options button that we can click. If we don't like the results, we can undo the Flash Fill. Or maybe we don't want it to automatically pick up the pattern. Here's where you go to turn that off. If you like everything, you can click Accept Suggestions. And if you wanted to, you could reformat all of those cells by using the Select All Change Cells, in this case 199. They'd all be highlighted or selected so we could do things to those cells. Let's just click Accept Suggestions and that little icon disappears. So all we need to do now is make sure that column G is wide enough for our longest entry. We'll go in between G and H up here and double click, and there we go. Now that's one example of Flash Fill where it's combining the contents of two separate cells. We can also do the reverse, and that is to split up information. For example, let's say we didn't have the first name and last name. Over here on the right-hand side, we'll experiment. Let's just scroll over so we're looking at two columns, H and I. And here's where we want to put in their first name, and here's where we want to put in their last name. So just type it in, tab across. We're ready to start typing now. So it'll be based on information. Let's say we've downloaded this information, including email addresses, and we want to create first name and last name columns. Well, in this case, we type in Evan, hit enter. Next first name is Micah. We type that in. You can see what's happening. It's picking up the pattern, even the capital that we're adding to the beginning of the first name. And all we have to do is hit enter now to accept all of those names. Do the same for the last name. In this case, Santos with a capital. Press enter. Next one is Harvey. Again, as we start to type, the Flash Fill kicks in, we press enter, and everything's filled in for us. What a huge time saver that can be if you have spreadsheets where you're going to be filling in empty cells based on existing patterns in the spreadsheet. We don't really need these two columns, so let's go up to H, drag across to I, hit delete on the keyboard, and press your home key on the keyboard to go back to the very top of your spreadsheet. That's the Flash Fill feature, brand new here in Excel 2013, has the potential to save you a lot of time and stress.